It is said that wars are only won upon the anvil of honor.
Others believe victory requires strategy and a mastery of power.
War is deception. A game played best from the shadows.
You know, I was standing here waiting to talk to you, and it finally clicked. I was going to ask you, the original question I was going to ask you is, why are you guys doing this? And I've worked it out. It's just so you can show off the really awesome artwork a lot more. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's a really good reason. The artwork's amazing. We have so many great pieces from so many different artists that it's wonderful just to see that part of the game. You're right.
Can we sort of just touch upon that a little bit momentarily about how you're actually doing that? Are you guys basically sort of putting the word out, going, look, we're looking for submissions here. You come up with some crazy stuff. We'd love to see it on card within the company. I mean, how's it working?
There's a lot of ways. You know, there's a lot of wonderful art out there already that we've done for different things. So we definitely, sat down and took a look through like the vast amounts of great illustration we had out there and picked and chose the ones that fit best. There were some that we commissioned. So there were some that we did internally. So a few different ways.
Excellent. All right. We'll go back to my original question then, which was, so why cards?
It's a really fun game. A lot of us have been fans of this genre of game for a long, long time, and we've loved it. And then at some point, we thought to ourselves, man, if we could make a game in this vein that was really accessible to a lot of people, that would be great. It would get this type of fun out to so many people, and it'd be very gratifying for us to do it. So we thought, okay, let's do this thing.
It's a very packed space. It's a very packed genre now. Trading card games seem to be quite a lot out there. I mean, how do you guys feel entering that market? I mean, with the whole Warcraft brand, you go, hey, MMO, you know us. We don't need to say anything more. But this time it's sort of like new territory.
Sure. The way we've always approached our games is if we make a great game, then success is going to take care of itself. And this is nothing different. We think if we can make Hearthstone everything we think it can be, people will love to jump in and have fun, kind of regardless of what else they might have been playing at the time.
And how are you looking in terms of the different rules and such like that? I mean, are you still iterating that process right now?
Absolutely. The design of the game is so important. Every aspect of the game is so important that, we really take a look at it, and if there's changes that are important to be made, you change them. If there's changes that aren't important to make, you have the discipline to not change them. But definitely, we're our own kind of most precise critic. So it's really important to get things, to the right state when we put it out there. But that's why we're putting it out in beta form now too, is get all these people playing the game, giving us their feedback. It's all really important. We all kind of ingest it and do the right thing.
I was going to ask you there. I mean, where are you guys at Gamescom here with the game? I mean, what are you showing on the floor?
We're showing just one of our recent beta builds that we've been putting out in front of people. So we're really looking forward to hearing what all the people here think about it.
I was going to say, there must be that slight bit of pressure, slight bit of fear as well when you finally get it into the hands of players.
Yeah, it's always a little bit nerve-wracking getting it out in front of normal people for the first time, and developing a game, you get so close to it. You're in there. You're in that headspace all the time. So we've done it gradually. We've gotten the game out in front of the rest of Blizzard and gotten that great feedback from them. Understood a little bit more what challenges we had to worked on them. So we're feeling pretty good heading out to the beta, and thus far the feedback from players has been fantastic.
Well, how do you keep a card game balanced? How do you make sure that anybody can not only just play but has a chance of winning?
That's a great question. It's not easy. The designers have done a great job designing the entire card pool, and it's not just about balance. It's about making sure each card feels really good. Each class feels really good. Each kind of spell or creature feels really good, from the numbers of the cards to the rules to the art to the audio. Just making sure that all feels great. And then within that, yeah, you worry about balance, but it's not just balance, because you don't want things to be equal. You want things to be interesting. So how do you make sure that mage really feels like a mage, along with that balance? And then even when you get to balance, what's balanced for these type of players may not be balanced for those type of players. And so, what's the right thing to do? You don't want to just kind of mash everything into the middle. You need to make smart decisions about how to balance the overall thing. And plus, it's just fun for things to shift. The meta, as we like to call it, what the community understands about the game changes over time, and how they approach different things, and the counters to that are dynamic over time. It's a lot of fun to see.
For all that, you seem really cool. You seem really chilled out about this. I would be stressing out so much. Where's the white hairs, man?
They're in there. They're growing inwards. It's getting woollier and woollier. It's great to have the beta out there. It's been a lot of fun hearing all the feedback, and criticism of the things that we need to work on. But this is a great part of the project, is finally getting it out there. You're right. There's plenty to be nervous about, and certainly when I'm not in front of a camera, maybe I'll try to let that show more. But yeah, no, this is a fun time.
Listen, thank you very much for talking to us.
Oh, thank you.
Only strength and raw power can assure total dominance.
But of course, you could forget all that and just have fun! Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft.